Garba Shehu. The presidency is not even Muhammadu Buhari. The presidency is an institution, and that institution must not be seen in any way whatsoever supporting someone who has been seen, who is now known to have been a terrorist sympathizer. We cannot be a nation that allows people who support terrorism to be out there in our public domain as public servants. We cannot have a minister of a sector that is so sensitive as per our information. Everything under that sector be someone who is a terrorist sympathizer, whether has been or still is, or whether he repented or not repented. That is not the issue. The issue is that our presidency, which is an institution, must not be seen in any way supporting and conniving with a terrorist sympathizer. You cannot come and tell me that PANTAMI was a child when he made those statements. He wasn't a child when he made those statements. He wasn't a teenager when he made those statements. He wasn't a young adult when he made those statements. He was a fully fledged adult. I was pregnant in 2001 with my last child when 9/11 happened. When Taliban issue was all around, that child is going to be 20 December this year. That child is already an adult. Talk less of somebody who is about my age at that time. I was born in 1973. And that's about the time that also PANTAMI was born. So we were not teenagers when he made those statements. He was an adult, a developed adult with his mind, and he knew what he was doing. That today he has been found out. Today he has been found out and he's apologizing. It's not a reason for presidency to come out and make such statement that they released today, signed by Garba Shehu. We must not be a nation that allows terrorists and those who sympathize with terrorism to be our ministers or in our public offices.
So guys, in one word, can we say that presidency is a responsible? You know, they have that integrity. Just like AISHA YESUFU said, it is not, when you talk of presidency, is an institution, not one person, not trying to make somebody so mighty, because that is what we are doing. You can imagine a government coming out to tell us that this guy has repented. Then why are we so bothered? Why are we so worried? Why are we perturbed about these things? You know, the same thing when it comes to the issue of ß⁰, they are always coming out. Those who are always violent, those who are always, taking people's lives, those are the people they will always come out to defend. Why are you defending him? And don't forget that DSS has already come out to tell us that all this information, all these things that we are hearing, it is not new to them. So what do you expect them to do? So that is why they are coming out to defend him. DSS said they gave them all this information, even the National Assembly. You know, they were aware. All of them, they were all aware, but they forget about it. And you expect us, even all of them, whether the presidency, the lawmakers, there's that conspiracy among all of them. We can see it, we can feel it. But those who are eating under them, those who are blind, those who are fanatical, in whichever, whether they are politically fanatical or they are religiously fanatical, you know, they will not see anything wrong in this. The same thing I heard when Buba Galadima came out and said, if they are telling us that the man has repented, all of those people that they have jailed, the Dariye and the other man that was jailed, they should just leave them because they are now remorse. They have repented. You know, that is the reason why you see that they have this flair to always to have created that commission of a Operation Safe Corridor or whatever they mean by that. They will tell you that they have repented. Invariably, in the recent, they have not repented because Governor of Kaduna State made us to understand that. Governor of Borno State made us to understand that these people don't ever repent, and these are the people that they have spent so much money. Zamfara State Governor can tell you better. They are not telling us that because of a NIN or whatever. You see the kind of whatever they are bringing in. They knew quite all right because they were told. Of course, they even knew why they even brought him in the first place. So, DSS has already exonerated itself that they are not part of this because they gave everything. It is not in their place to go ahead to nominate somebody. Just the same way it happened during Magu. They rejected the report that came from the DSS at that time, that this man was not fit for that position, but the presidency, the Buhari himself went ahead. So we all know all of those things. Even Buhari himself, some of the statements he has made, are you going to tell us that that kind of man has integrity? No, he has no integrity whatsoever. The same man that told us about subsidy, the same man that told us a lot of things, at the end of the day, they came out and begin to tell you that, no, he didn't say that. Oh, they promised you change. They now told you that the change begins with you, not with them. People that lie. You know, without being told, we don't need a soothsayer to tell us what they believe and what they are driving at. What they are driving at. Telling us that the man was a teenager. You know, is this the kind of government that one is going to be trusting? It's unfortunate that those who really believe in them. But the question I'm always asking is that this kind of a situation presents itself in the nearest future. How do you think Nigerians will react? Because we always forget things. Oh, hey, don't worry, let's forget about it. And this and that. Do you know that Garba Shehu has come out to tell us that people are trying to equate Kemi Adeosun's case with Pantami? The Kemi Adeosun's case is more damaging, is more greater than the terrorism or the comments made by Pantami concerning this terrorist. You see how they turn things. You see how they turn things. People who do not even have the mind to even have sympathy for other people. But when it comes to all of this, you should know the antecedents, all of them. You should know the antecedents. So who's going to be fooled here? Buhari has radicalized more Nigerians than any administration in this country. My advice, keep spreading the fire. Keep the fire burning. Dr. Issa Patami may have received forgiveness from Buhari and APC, but he hasn't received forgiveness from humanity and posterity. Buhari will not be in power beyond 2023. One thing we have achieved so far is that Pantami can no longer enter America, UK, Europe, and many countries. We will do more. Pantami must go. Well, PDP minority leader Elumelu calls for the resignation of Pantami, but they told us that it was its representation or presentation was poorly presented. That is what they are saying. Time is going. Better stop trending. Pantami must go and link your SIM with your NIN. Pantami isn't going anywhere. That is what someone is saying. They have already linked it. Forget all those stories that you guys are saying. But some people are not going to link it. Those who have not linked it, they will not even link it. But those who have linked it, they've already linked it and they are speaking. Well, according to the presidency, a 33-year-old man is still an underage whose statement shouldn't be taken serious. Garba Shehu lied. Pantami was in his 20s when he made those incendiary remarks. But Pantami was 33 years and 11 months, a bloody adult. They will make Chicago minister someday. It will happen. Of course, have you not heard that one of the army commander saying that he has the right, that any repentant Boko Haram has the right to, he can become the president. So what are we talking about? Kemi Adeosun and Onoye didn't kill anybody, yet they were quickly removed. You see, when anything happens to another people that they know that the person is not in their carcass, they will tell you, after all, you guys were telling us that Pantami incident, but now we are going to do whatever we want to do. That's how they do. They pick and choose what they want to do. Oh my goodness. My concern is that how will Nigerians be able to get out of all these things? Because a lot of millions of people are still wallowing in ignorance. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's have your take on this. Thank you.